starting.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Hey everyone, it's Greasy Grant here. And today I just wanted to talk to you guys about why it's important to use a fuel additive. So let's go.
Short time. Do it again. So after you say, hey guys, it's Greasy Grant, start walking and say, today.
Okay.
That way it won't have that weird pause. Ready?
Hey guys, Greasy Grant here, and today I just wanted to talk about the importance of using a fuel additive and explain any misconceptions you might have.
Perfect. Now, stay out there. Close the door. No, close the door with you on the outside. And then count to 3.
So the first point that I wanted to talk about is the fact that when fuel gets brought out of the refineries, they're already putting stabilizers in the fuel. And that means the fuel is starting to break down as soon as it leaves. Well, you really should be putting a stabilizer in there, because when your motor sits, when your vehicle, your equipment sits, that fuel's breaking down and can cause damage.
Right, stop. Stop. Right there. Go back. Go ahead.
The other point I wanted to talk about is lubricity. When it comes to diesel fuel especially, you need that extra lubricity in there, especially with the low sulfur nowadays. So if you could find an additive that has lubricity agents in there, that will help tremendously with your upper cylinders and fuel system itself. Another thing I wanted to talk about is water in your fuel. You see a lot of this with ethanol. Ethanol, is now a lot in gasoline. You don't see it in diesel, but let's do that over.
Okay. I'm going to move this out of the line. I want this last point to end with you facing the door.
Okay.
So you can walk as slow as you need to, but
Okay.
try to end it with you
Okay.
going the door. Okay? Ready?
Another thing that I wanted to mention was water in your fuel. Well, that happens on gasoline side. You don't see that on the diesel side. You see that on the gasoline side because there's ethanol in gasoline nowadays. And ethanol attracts moisture. Moisture is damaging to your equipment, damage to your engine, and it can cause severe problems. One more thing I'd like to add is that bacteria is also a major issue, but we only see that in diesel fuel. Diesel will get these microbacterials that can damage your tanks, damage your engine itself. You don't want to run that through filters. You'll end up having to replace filters. You might end up having a piece of equipment towed off your property, and you really don't need that. There are additives out there that do help combat those issues.
All right, now. I fucked up there. I needed you to make your way in here.
So I can do that again.
You do that again, and then start wrapping it up. Be like, so you'll do that here. Cut at the door. When we cut at the door, that's when you're gonna sum it all up. Say Fuelux does all these great things. In addition to that, you've got a whole entire team behind you that's gonna answer.
Okay, well I need to add combustion catalyst too.
Oh. Do combustion catalyst now.
Don't do bacteria?
Yeah, just so we save our butts in case the EPA is like,
Oh.
bacteria. And you can interact with you. Here, like,
Yeah. One more thing I'd like to add is fuel tends to not burn very efficiently. There's combustion catalysts out there that you can put into the fuel that promotes a more thorough burn, cleaner for the environment, and you get better fuel efficiency. With rising costs in fuel, it's really a no-brainer.
Nice. All right. Now, open the door. You're gonna walk past me, like walk on my right side. I'm gonna take a step back. You're gonna say, you know, Fuelox does all of this.
You got it, man.
And then you're gonna stop here with just Jim in the background and be like, and we've got a team of blah, 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 so blah, 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 and then sum it all up.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So I've just explained to you a lot of issues with fuel, and you could go out there and buy a fuel additive that does, you know, a certain amount of those things. But the cool thing about Fuelox is it does all of that. It treats your bacteria issues, gets water out of the tanks, increases your fuel efficiency with a combustion catalyst, and it just cleans everything, the whole system. So if you want your stuff running smoothly, use a fuel additive like ours. Fuelox has a combustion catalyst, and 1 gallon treats 10,000 gallons. And we have a great team to engage with our customers and handle any of your needs. Maybe I could do that again.
That last one? Okay, if you do that again, do a thumbs up or like that.
You want to go back to your desk real quick?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Alright.
Figo.
Vigo is in the video.
Now he's gonna be in the video again. He's already inside.
There's 2 dogs. 3, 2, 1.
So I just named a lot of different issues there are with fuel. And let's go over them real quickly. You have water in your fuel. You can have problems with,
Hey, what's going on?
I forget which ones I named.
Stabilization, water.
Lubricity. I didn't talk about cleaners at all.
I was trying to get a hold of Greg, but Greg, I'm not gonna
So we're
call you
gonna finish
back.
this
I just
one.
wanted to make sure you got
We're gonna
the
just do it
sample
one more
that
time from
you
the top.
fuel additive.
I mean, it didn't take us that long, so.
You can feel free.
And then we can take those 2 different.
So I just named a lot of different issues you have with fuel. You have dirty injectors, you have issues with water, you have issues with lubricity and stabilization, and your fuel doesn't always burn efficiency. Now you can go out and get a fuel additive that might do 1 or maybe 2 of those, but the Fuelox with combustion catalyst does that all. And it does it at a really high concentration ratio. 1 gallon will treat 10,000 gallons. Plus, Fuelox has a team of experts that are willing to engage and are happy to have that conversation with you about your fuel additive needs. So come find us. Come visit us on the web at fuelox.com. Come to our YouTube channel. I encourage you to ask questions and learn more about what we do here.
Perfect. All right, from the top. You need a powder in the